Hold on.
mystery
I
of
got this. I
life.
got this.
Is this just fantasy?
This is how we should
Or
tuck on
will
someone's
the
ship.
ransom know with the reality? Open your eyes up to the skies and
Fuck, I
sing.
was Hold up, hold up, hold up.
On the
Yo,
condition
are
of
we doing this story time or what?
yeah, can we
Yes, yes,
please
we are.
yeah, just do the thing. Yep, all right. Let me take a screenshot of this shit real quick. Holy fuck, is that holy shit, it's like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Now we
You're
just need
getting this, right? Like,
Yeah.
now.
Fucking mama.
Yo,
okay,
yo. Now all we need is a fourth Jack Sparrow to be on top, and
okay.
then it literally will be Bohemian Rhapsody covers as Jack Sparrow.
Okay, Chapter 1, Year 23, BBY, Coruscant. 14-year-old boy with short silver hair, blue eyes, and fair skin stood beside his master. A
Oh
22
fuck!
year
It's an Aryan. Oh god. Sorry, sorry.
Hold on.
a 22-year-old red-haired woman with green eyes in the training room in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Master Scarlet, the boy spoke quietly, levitating a training droid between his hands. What if I'm not ready to be a Jedi Knight? His master looked at him, wondering why he would ask such a thing. She knew he had potential. She had foreseen him doing many great things.
Boss was saying that I need to shut it, and that he's not horny.
The Force is strong in you, and you have great skill with a lightsaber. Why are you worried, Dust? Scarlet answered, her voice strong and reassuring, yet somehow soft and kind.
Oh.
The silver-haired boy smiled a bit and moved his Padawan braid out of his face with his right hand. Bye, I guess.
Deblito's gonna be the one trying to solo the fight.
Yeah,
We're
Am I
still
just
have to
laying here.
levitating.
am I gonna
Still
have to
levitating.
1v1 a
Why are
fucking
we
galleon?
fighting?
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh
hell.
shit.
Still levitating the droid with his left. I've heard stories of how hard the trials to become a Jedi Knight are, and you'll be fine. Scarlet cut him off. I've trained you to fight,
I'm getting
and
too old
Yoda
for this
is
shit.
teaching you to use the Force. You have the two best teachers here. But isn't Master Windu better than you with a lightsaber? Scarlet rolled her eyes. Alright, fine. So I'm not the best. So what? Any comments so far?
No.
Mm,
Yes, who the
No,
fuck are
no.
these characters? Is this like his mom, his sister? Who are these?
His
It's
master.
They're
It's okay.
original characters, dude.
Oh, fair enough. Also, is the Mace Windu guy the black guy that got his fucking
Nah,
Yes,
he's the
dumbass,
guy who
yes.
Yes.
goes motherfucker
Yes.
in every other film.
so what's his name? Who fucking
Samuel L.
Samuel L.
Jackson,
Jackson.
yes.
Samuel L.
Nah,
Jackson,
Will
yeah.
Smith. He's
Fucking
And
meant to be
seeing
Will
as
spanks on
how
a
Smith.
that
train
was a
bitch.
stupid decision, I decided to go against it. Motherfucker. I love Nick Fury and Mace
Fine, I'll
Windu.
watch fucking look. Look, I'll watch every fucking
Look,
Star
look,
Wars
look,
movie if I
look,
have
look.
to.
Just watch the prequels. You don't have to go to the original trilogy. It is good, right, for the prequels. And there is no sequel trilogy, which I am quite sad about, actually.
God damn.
Yeah, really, though. Okay, can we
Do you
get
just
back
want me
to
to
it?
fucking watch all the damn
Yes.
movies? All right then. Continue with the
Okay.
story. I don't want to be a bitch and so just continue the story.
you already are one.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Glad y'all realized it.
A young Torgu a young Torgruda girl with orange skin and blue eyes watched the conversation across the room with mild amusement. She was the same age as the silver-haired boy, who she constantly teased, and he did the same to her. She casually strolled over to where Dust and Scarlet were talking, and smiled as Dust looked at her. Hey there, Dust, she spoke, her voice a bit louder than theirs. You know I'm going to beat you, right? What are you talking about, Shorty? Dust grinned, knowing exactly where this was going. I'm going to become a knight before you. She looked into his eyes, with a determined expression on her face. And by the way, size doesn't matter.
Hold on.
That's a fucking lie.
There are a lot
According
of
to every
sexual
bitch.
undertones to the story.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No
right
wonder
when-
why it
yeah,
was
no,
rated so highly.
yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, you're not wrong.
It's fitting that we're all laying in the floor together here.
He knew what he so the
Yo, yeah,
silver
no, we're
colored
doing a
boy,
Bohemian
she
Rhapsody
teased
cover.
him, he teased her. She, knowing where this is gonna going, he grinned. Holy shit!
Nah, he sniggered.
And by the way,
Hey,
size doesn't
don't say the
matter.
N-word.
I didn't say the N word. I said
He
sniggered.
did not. Sniggered is like
Sniggered is a word.
laughing. It's laughing.
I know
But
that. Thought it
It's
was.
like in between a laugh and a
You're
chuckle.
saying it with a
Yeah.
G, I think. I thought it was
yes,
like with a C-K-E-R.
that's two different things. A snicker is a malicious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
My bad. Sorry. Continue the story, please. I'm there. I'm getting into it because I don't know that much about Star Wars, but I
He's getting
still know
into
a
it
few
because
fucking
it got
things.
sexual real fast.
yeah.
No, no.
Don't lie to me.
I
Reproduction.
haven't read a fucking book in a while. God damn it! Shut up.
We can
Ahsoka.
tell you
Fucking
don't know how to
story.
read.
Continue with the story. God damn. I can't fucking enjoy shit in this shit. I'm so fucking fired as shit. I can't relax anymore.
Just calm down, guys. We're at
Just read
the
it.
end of this one. Come on.
Just read it. Come on. First, come
I'm
on.
trying. I'm trying.
Damn.
Ahsoka, Scarlet interrupted. This rivalry thing is so adorable. But you will both be amazing Jedi. Ahsoka and Dust both smiled at this. Their rivalry had just begun. A rivalry which could span the rest of their lives. Well, we all know what comes in only a few years, so I highly doubt that.
Wait,
Mm.
hold on. Fucking, isn't Ahsoka the
Skywalker.
fucking?
There's too many of
Anakin's
them.
apprentice.
Yeah,
The one that
fucking,
everyone
the weird
loves.
bitch.
Yeah, the
Take
one
that
that
back.
the one that George Lucas actually wanted to kill off in the main series.
Doesn't she
Yeah.
die?
But so many people liked her. Yeah,
No,
so many
she's
people
alive.
liked her. So
Where
many
is she?
people liked her that they kept her in.
Wasn't she in the Clone? Was she in the one of the Cartoon Network series?
Yes,
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
in Star
she,
Wars
she was in the
Two of
Rebels.
them,
She's
Clone
now trying to
Wars.
find Ezra
Two of them
Bridger.
actually. The
Yeah,
Clone
okay.
Wars, and then there was something else. All right, continue.
Rebels.
Yeah, but,
We
but
ready?
no one really likes
Continue.
Yeah,
Rebels.
we're
Yeah,
ready.
continue, please.
Shut the fuck up.
Chapter 2. Okay, I will shut the fuck up.
Not you. I was talking to Boss. You carry
What?
on. Boss, shut the fuck up. Toledo, shut the fuck up.
I've been shutting the fuck. Oh, you motherfucker.
Listen,
Uh,
Deblito,
No,
you're
just
thinking
start the
too
fucking.
loud.
Just start the fucking. Holy shit! Y'all are retarded.
We're retarded.
No.
At least we know how to
Retarded
read.
No. Okay,
start.
okay, we're continuing. Chapter
Alright.
2. After about an hour of talking to Ahsoka, Dust decided to go to his room to relax. Some people at the temple sometimes forgot he even had a room, due to the large amount of time he spent in the training halls and the libraries. His room was okay, thank you for the milestone game. His room was
yeah.
simple. A single bed, a desk, and a dresser were the only furnishings in his room, besides the rectangular metal box he kept his lightsaber in. The silver-haired Padawan never cared for extravagance or decorative furniture. He preferred simplicity. Even his lightsaber reflected that. Oh
Hmm.
fuck.
Isn't
This
that
is
how
a
all
canon.
Jedi are supposed to be?
Yes, but not all are. But okay, so I'm going to hear the jokes, but this is actually a canon fruit in Star Wars. The writer apparently really did their fucking research here.
Okay.
And I can't tell if they inserted it for comedy or just because it's the only fruit they could fucking find. Dust picked up a bofa fruit from a bowl on his desk and sat on his bed,
Both
turning the
what?
fruit in his hand.
fuck, I had to unmute my mic for this shit. Fucking Buffett.
Fucking both fruit. Holding the fruit in his hand. His thoughts,
Nah, he's
however,
got both of these nuts.
were somewhere else. His thoughts were on Ahsoka. She
Mhm.
might actually be right, he thought to himself. She might beat me. She has the potential to. His thoughts were cut short by a knock on his door, followed by Ahsoka's voice. May I come in? She asked in a sweet tone. Don't worry, guys, it's spelled correctly this time.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
Is it?
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
spelled? Which way is it spelled correctly?
It's
C O
spelled
M E.
bofa.
Excuse me, or fanfic supposedly supposed to not be like written purposely good? Is that what makes
Just
a fanfic?
yeah, if it's well written, it can be really good. If it's poorly written, it can be amazing because you turn into shit like My Immortal.
And not just that, it gets a bit fucking really great laughs sometimes.
Yeah, dust
All right,
open the sliding dust
yeah,
open the sliding
sorry.
door with a motherfucker. I'm going to stab you in the dick. Dust
Vampire Potter, you
Vampire
motherfucker.
Potter, you motherfucker. Dust open the dust open the sliding door. Dust opened the sliding door with a wave of his hand, and the young Torgruda stepped in, letting the door close behind her. Thus smiled at her, and offered her the fruit he was holding, which she accepted.
She took Bofa.
I knew it was coming. Your master keeps you well stocked with fruits, Ahsoka spoke after a brief period of silence, taking a bite of the bofa fruit.
I want to fucking die. This is fucking comedy gold.
These are too sweet for my taste, Dust responded quietly.
Oh no!
Hey, Dust, do you have a lightsaber? Ahsoka asked, genuinely wondering if he did or not. God, I wish I could have gotten Ashley Eckstein to do the Ahsoka voice lines. That would have been fucking great.
Well, how much
Of
would it have
course.
cost?
Oh, too fucking
Yes.
much. She's a Hollywood actor, but I would have paid every cent for this.
No, I have the perfect voice actor to do it.
Well, Ashley Eckstein is the actual voice of Ahsoka.
I know. But
What's
you
the
know
voice?
who should do it?
Never mind.
The guy who voices Mario.
Oh god, yeah. Of course. All Jedi do. Wait. Hey, Dust, do you have a lightsaber? Ahsoka asked, genuinely wondering if he did or not. Of course. All Jedi do. Why have I never seen it before? You're never around when I use it, he sighed, picking up the metal box and handing it to Ahsoka. It's in here. She opened the box to find a single-handed chrome hilt with black hand grips and a simple blade guard.
Step
This is your
1.
lightsaber.
Had a hole in the box. Step 2.
One quick question. So quick question. So like, what age are the like? So like, are they teenage? I'm fucking
They were
confused.
both
Like,
14. They're both 14. That was already established in Chapter 1.
okay,
So
making
not
sure.
legal
'Cause
to
I don't know if I
bleed
should imagine them fucking like
He's imagining
teenagers or
them
not. Because
fucking.
not like that. Not like that. Not like that. I'm fucking putting this
Yes, it
story in
is.
my head like a fucking book.
You're right, Cynthia. You're imagining them
It's like it
fucking.
do be like that sometimes.
Control your boner.
No, 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 no. That's fucking weird.
It's too late. You already said it.
This is your lightsaber. Ahsoka took it in her hands, inspecting
damn
it.
Y'all some fucking weirdos. God
Okay,
damn it.
okay. You guys seriously need to chill.
Really, though?
He's crying. He's fucking crying, laughing.
Oh my God.
What color is it? Just activate it, he sighed. Ahsoka did as she was told and activated the saber, causing the long green blade to spark to life, emanating a low, powerful hum.
Why is there so much detail? Why?
I
I'm
think we might
sorry.
have to cut this one short because
No, I'm sorry.
Nikki, he's gonna die of laughter. Like honestly.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm
I
fine.
can mute my mic. I can mute my mic, but I don't know about Link.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I thought it would be blue, Ahsoka admitted, and deactivated the saber, placing it back in its spots. The crystal I got from Element's blue. Thus looked up at her. Then why is your blade green? Master Scarlet replaced one of her saber crystals with a blue crystal. That one. I still have my blue one too. Ahsoka nodded. So, that crystal is a way you feel connected to your master. Yes. Why? Thus sighed, ready to be taunted. That's kinda sweet, Ahsoka smiled. Thus cheeks turned a bright red, and he looked away, trying to hide his embarrassment. Ahsoka noticed this and grinned. I'll be back later. With that, she left the room. What's impressive is the fuck was that?
Shut the
That's
fuck
Nikki. He
up,
can't hold
Link.
it in. Like I think
No,
you
no,
have an early
you're
night
not
play.
even paying attention to what Reaper's doing. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Reaper's trying to lay
He's try-
inside of me.
He's trying to fucking do a fusion of some kind. It's like the
Okay,
opposite of fusion dance.
You
Why is
fuck.
your head in my dick?
Holy No, do it again. Do it again. It looks
Need
like
to
some fucking
back it
human
up.
centipede. No, do it again. It looks like some human centipede bullshit.
Oh, I'm a bit
The
closer now.
first, second, or third.
Alright.
okay, are we ready for
Alright.
chapter 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Link, you better fucking hold in your laughter if there's any more fucking talks about a lightsaber and how it sparks, okay?
No, don't! Oh my god, you fucking.
Please quit turning the lightsabers into dick jokes.
That's fucking funny. Okay, continue. Fuck off. Just continue.
Chapter 3. As Ahsoka walked to her room, she was stopped by a Jedi Master, about 25 years old,
Perfect.
6 feet and 3 inches tall, with black hair and blue-gray eyes. Master Jax, she stuttered. You missed your training today, young Padawan, he spoke, his voice strong and stern. Well, uh, Ahsoka spoke quietly. I had more important things to do.
I bet she
What
did.
could be more What could be more important than your training? Jax glared at her. Well, Dust missed his training too, so I thought, I don't care about what Dust missed. He cut her off. Dust is not my apprentice.
Sorry.
Sorry. Ahsoka lowered her eyes. He'll train twice as long tomorrow, he said, turning to leave. But tomorrow's my day off. You haven't earned a day off. With that, he left.
He
Ahsoka
could
continued to walk. Yeah,
become one of us real fast.
I don't have
Alright.
that emote, but I can try.
How long's the emote, or how much is that emote?
I don't remember. Reaper?
Around 140 to 150.
I have enough money for that.
I've got. Wait, I've got a better one.
What's it called?
Plank
Plank
hide.
hide.
Alright.
He's stabbing our lightsabers. What the hell?
Ahsoka continued to walk to her room, feeling defeated and guilty for telling him that Dust had skipped his training today. She doubted Dust would be mad at her, but she still felt guilty all the same. She entered her room and pulled a box out from under her bed, opening and searching through it. She pulled out a bronze-looking necklace with an Old Republic symbol in the center of the pendant, glowing light blue, and 8 bars on the middle ring glowing the same color. Thus says the Old Republic. Maybe he'll like this. With that thought, she walked back to Dust's room and opened the door. Hey, Dust, she spoke quietly. I got you something. Oh, really? He looked at her. Yeah, Ahsoka started for the bed. You study this kind of stuff, so I thought you'd like it. What do you mean? I found this a long time ago, she said, handing him the necklace. Like I said, I thought you'd like it. This this was a service medal from the Old Republic. Dust spoke, uh, Dust spoke quietly, inspecting it carefully. You said you use a green crystal to feel connected to your master. Wear that, and I'll always be by your side. Ahsoka smiled. Thank you, Ahsoka. Dust smiled and pulled her into a hug. Any thoughts so far? Criticism?
I don't
Negativity?
like the very long pause you did there.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna go wrong going sexual real fast.
To be honest, I wasn't paying
But
attention because I
no,
was too busy
no.
trying to find props, but I do know where
Nah,
they
the
are in the
dude just
story.
wanted to stick his
Yeah.
long John Silver into
I
the other one.
I'm
yeah,
still stabbing someone in the dick. I don't know who, Reaper.
Yeah, it's me.
Funny.
yeah. But
How have
yeah,
we not been
as
attacked
for our
yet?
criticism or critiques, no, it's good.
Gone
I
wrong,
like
gone
it.
sexual a lot, but it's pretty good.
That happens.
It hasn't gone sexual yet. We'll find
Hmm.
out if
Wait,
that
are you
happens
saying there
later.
is sexual shit in the story?
I don't know.
Okay,
Hold on.
but you're pretty sure there doesn't like it doesn't lead to
I'm
that
pretty
shit.
sure it doesn't know.
Okay, good.
Chapter 4 Tatooine. A clone trooper wearing blue scout armor walked along a street in the city of Mos Eisley, watching the shadows. His squad had been stationed here as an effort to discourage crime in the area. Of course, it had only worked for the first week or so before the normal crimes kicked up again. It was night, making it harder to see. A lack of visibility in this city could be a death sentence. CC-1205, or as he called himself, Kraken, had always felt out of place on this planet. Well, I wonder why, buddy. I wonder why.
Crackhead.
The bleeder.
Deblito's the crackhead?
Yes.
Well, we all knew
God
that.
damn it! Why me?
Why
What did I do?
Why do you think you don't have any chromosomes?
No, no, no. You got a good point. A very good one.
Where the fuck is everyone?
I'm trying to
Up your
find
mama's ass.
it.
Up your mama's ass. Shut the fuck up, dumb bitch.
Coming from
Oh.
you. We can all fucking read.
Oh.
Look, buddy, I could read.
That is the
but
only
problem
joke
is-
I have to make. We can read, you cannot.
And why is that?
Oh, I don't
Hey,
know.
hey, hey.
You have minus XY chromosomes.
God damn it, that's a good point.
Why does it have to be so hot? He thought to himself. Kraken was
Yes.
used to water planets, not hot, sandy wastelands. He wished he could go back to Kamino. A fugitive trying to escape through the market. All units in the area respond immediately. A voice in his helmet's comlink rang out. Kraken looked at his hollow map and quickly realized he was the only clone trooper in the area this was happening. Kraken ran to the market to see a shadow duck into an alley. He chased after it, drawing his blaster and turning on his helmet's flashlight. At the end of the alley was a kid, no older than 14, holding a stolen rifle. Hand over the rifle and there won't be a problem, Kraken spoke, walking towards the child. I don't want to hurt you. A single shot rang out in the night. Chapter 5
How would
Medical
he know that
Station.
it was stolen?
No idea.
I like
Probably
the
an
part
A.
when someone got shot.
My favorite. That's my favorite part. I like when people get shot. That's my favorite.
Chapter 5 Medical Station. Kraken woke up hours later in a bacta tank. As he looked around, trying to figure out what had happened, he felt a sharp pain in his chest. A clone commander walked up to the tank and said something. Kraken couldn't hear it, though, due to being submerged in bacta. Then the tank began to drain, and he was pulled out. You got lucky this time, 1205. You were shot in the chest by that kid, said the commander. There were two other clones already in pursuit. They found you, but the thief got away. Are you still looking for him? Kraken asked, still dazed. Unfortunately, no. Too much time, too many resources to find a low-class thief. So now what? Kraken looked around the room. Your squad is being taken back to Camino, you included. Kraken looked up, then passed out. Huh, the commander smiled. Guess he couldn't take any more.
Gablito's being retarded?
Nothing new. I think he bought a lightsaber.
No, he didn't buy a lightsaber. He bought a void sword.
Chapter 6 Coruscant. In the main hall of the Jedi Temple, Jedi Masters Scarlet and Jax spoke about their apprentices. Maybe you shouldn't be so hard on the girl, Jax, Master Scarlet spoke. Your Padawan misses training at least twice a week, if not more. If he was really cut out to be a Jedi, he'd have more focus on his training. Jax's voice was strong, believing in strict training. You never let or Ahsoka rest. A body can't grow if it's not allowed to rest. She can only become stronger from my training. Isn't that the same thing Varix told you? I don't care about Varix. He's nothing but a traitor. He was our master, Jax. And now he's dead, Jax said with a low growl in his voice. By your hand, Scarlet sighed. I know. I shot down his starfighter, turning it into a burning pile of rubble. You know what we should do, Scarlet quickly changed the subject. We should have our apprentices fight, to see which of our training methods is better. Jax nodded and started to walk away. Yes, yes, we should.
You know, this meal looks delicious.
It
Yeah,
really does.
all I gotta say, all I gotta say is, why the fuck does what was the guy called? The guy master, what's his name?
Jax?
Jax. Why does he remind me of fucking Kratos?
I don't fucking know.
Fuck. Right when I heard fucking, I know, I killed him. Shot down that bitch. That sounds exactly like some fucking Kratos bullshit. Maybe I'm just retarded.
I mean,
Maybe
you
I need to
are,
get off
but
that.
Bitter, the bleeder.
Yeah, we know. Chapter
Alright,
7. The
this
next
chapter.
day, Ahsoka was sleeping beside Dust in his bed, smiling a bit
Whoa!
sleepy.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
hold on.
whoa,
Hold on.
whoa,
Wait, hold
whoa.
on. Repeat that fucking sentence. Just go back and repeat the sentence.
The next day, Ahsoka was sleeping beside Dust in his bed, smiling a bit in
Why?
her sleep. Scarlet knocked on the
because
door,
she was fondling his lightsaber.
waking the next. Scarlet knocked on the door, waking Dust and Ahsoka. Dust, I know you're in there, Scarlet called in a sweet voice. What? Dust responded, sounding very tired. You and Ahsoka are going to fight. Scarlet laughed a little and left. This shocked both of the Padawans. We're going to fight, Ahsoka said, sounding genuinely worried. It'll be okay, Ahsoka. Dust spoke in a calming voice. Finally going to see who's closer to becoming a knight. Ahsoka nodded and went into her own room to get ready. Dust got ready, grabbed his lightsaber, and put on the Old Republic necklace, preparing himself for a battle. A few hours later, both of the Padawans made their way to a training room. As they entered, they noticed a number of Jedi Masters watching them carefully. Among them were Mace Windu, Yoda, Scarlet, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Jax. Ahsoka looked at Dust worriedly. As he walked to an end of the room, Ahsoka followed his lead and went to the other end, not knowing what to expect. Dust smiled as he activated his lightsaber, and Ahsoka did the same.
They did the
Can you
same.
stop moaning so loud?
Did the same. Sorry, I'm kind of stuttering.
Alright.
Hold on. I need to reset my CFD so you keep continuing with the story.
That's fine.
Because I'm trying to count
Dust.
because it keeps fucking up for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying to
fine.
buy shit while I wait.
It's fine, dude. Dust charged forward, quick on his feet, and struck out with his saber, causing Ahsoka to jump back. His assault, however, was not over. He moved to her left side and unleashed a flurry of strikes, forcing Ahsoka to block them all. Then Dust swung his saber in a wide horizontal arc. Ahsoka jumped back and upon landing lost her footing and was hit by a force push unleashed by Dust, knocking her to the ground. Her lightsaber rolled to Dust's feet. He picked up the deactivated lightsaber and helped the girl back to her feet. Ahsoka smiled at Dust as he handed over her lightsaber.
We've got a
Hey, just
pothead.
Comments?
hey, just saying. Fucking. So is it just normal for them to give like the kids like really fucking sharp, you know, like partially radioactive thermal blades that could
Yeah.
possibly,
Yep.
if not cut
Yeah.
your entire fucking arm off,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
split you in fucking two,
Yes. Yes. Completely
Yes.
normal.
But
and
I
just with a slight
don't-
whiff of anger and rage by the fact of them losing could literally
Yes.
defy them by life and death for the fact that
Yes.
one was just
Yes.
so arrogant enough to
Yes.
fucking
But
go full rage.
Yes.
Holy
don't-
shit.
but
The
don't they
Jedi were very
duel?
irresponsible.
But don't they duel with?
Training sabers,
Well,
yeah. They're
yeah,
usually put
yeah.
them on a lower power setting so they can't actually like cut through your fucking arm when they're doing training shit.
Ah,
Yeah, but
gotcha.
like that's the thing, cause like let's just say I have like one of those like the two-sided sabers, like what's his name?
Maul,
Obi-Wan killed him. Maul.
Maul.
Fucking yeah, Darth Maul. Uh, you're gonna accidentally fucking spin that shit and accidentally cut off your entire head off. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that happens on the channel a lot. When we duel, we accidentally strike ourselves with the sabers. It's a lot
Because
easier to do than you think.
do y'all use like the actual lightsabers or do you use the like the toy fucking Disney World ones where it's like easy
Do we
plastic?
use actual lightsabers? I'm pretty sure I
No,
wouldn't
like
have
the
a head
no, like
by
the fucking
now.
like the ones with the strobe lights or the ones with the fucking like small little lights inside of it where if you fucking hit it down, it goes all the way down. It hit on the top and it goes like down from the fucking Disney World shit.
So ours are called baselit combat sabers. They have a light inside the hilt, and the blade is made of polycarbonate, so it's not going to break.
False.
You can't do.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
It
it's
doesn't
not
break.
going. It's
It
not
doesn't
going
break
to
like a fucking
break.
plastic one.
Yeah, it doesn't break like the Walmart Force FX lightsabers and the Disneyland lightsabers. Those are just regular plastic. They don't usually break unless you expose them to me.
There we go.
Because okay, I don't know if you know this, Deblito, but my actual nickname in the saber community is the Saber Breaker.
Oh,
Where it
pothead
just
got up.
where like what? Did you just fucking
I have broken a lot of shit.
Bitch, did you just
I
call me
have straight up.
pothead?
Yeah,
I
you
have
had a
straight
pot
up.
phasing into your head.
Yeah, you did. I have straight up broken the parts of a lightsaber that should not be able to break, that being the aluminum hilt.
Guess like so I guess we're both bad at something.
I'm not bad at anything.
It-
The training
back
room
to
emptied
getting
quickly.
bitches.
Wait,
The
hold on, we're
only
going back
peop-
to the book.
Yeah, chapter 8.
Alright,
The
sorry.
training room
Sorry.
emptied quickly. The only people left in the room were Dust, Ahsoka, Scarlet, and Jax. It looks like my apprentice still has some work to do, Jax spoke calmly, but not without a hint of frustration in his voice. Ahsoka had a formidable defense, Scarlet said, grinning and overly excited over her apprentice's victory. She won't be eating tonight, Jax sighed quietly. What? What? Scarlet looked at him, shocked. Why? She failed. She, she'll skip her meals to train, as punishment. There's no need to punish her. Thus stepped forward, interrupting the two masters. She fought well. You do not speak unless spoken to, Padawan. Jax glared at the silver-haired child. You have no reason to punish her. Dust's defiance was met with a hand across the face, knocking him to his knees. You do not tell me what to do. Jax growled at Dust. You are nothing but a Padawan, and I am a master. Your rank means nothing if no one respects you. The boy stood. And I, most certainly, do not have any respect for you. Comments?
You see,
Okay, I'm trying to keep all my comments in like literally right after a chapter, so like in
Okay.
between chapters, so I
Okay,
don't
you
have to
can.
fucking annoy.
Oh,
But
you
so
you haven't been to one of these yet. Usually, it's literally every fucking sentence that we interrupt the story.
yeah.
Yeah.
so isn't this fucking
Let me talk to her. Let me talk.
isn't this
Mom.
what's it called? In giant desert planet? Or is it
No, no,
still
no.
back at
This
base?
is at the Jedi Temple.
Okay. And this is no, never mind. If
It's
it's
fine, dude.
Jedi
Ask your questions.
I was being fucking retarded and thinking that is the Jedi Temple the same one where fucking Yoda, not Yoda, fucking Mace Windu died in, and also Obi-Wan.
Uh, no. Obi-Wan dies on the Death Star. Mace Windu dies in the Senate building in the Chancellor's office.
No, he dies
Actually,
on
he
the
Second,
doesn't.
by
ground.
the way.
He dies on the ground
He
outside of
dies in the street.
place.
Mace Windu dies by electricity shock and getting flown into the fucking stratosphere.
Yes.
He didn't die by the electricity. He died by legit the landing.
Yeah, the impact.
And
If there was a landing,
technically, Samuel L. Jackson could be alive.
He
Yes,
thinks
because
his
we.
character's alive.
True.
I would
True.
say
I mean,
he
it.
is.
Look, look,
I
look,
would
look,
say he
look.
is.
Look. Unless, right. Unless we see a body,
Yeah, we
he
can't
could be
count it.
alive.
He could be alive. We can't count it.
I mean, they did
True.
that
I
same
mean,
shit for Darth Maul.
Palpatine. In the
Okay.
movies that don't exist.
Yeah. Are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, but
don't mind
that
us. We're just
shit's so
puking and
fucked.
getting drunk.
I noticed. Jax threw. Jax threw a punch at Dust, which landed in the center of his chest, causing the boy to fall back. Ahsoka saw the hate and rage growing in Dust's eyes. She rushed over and held him before he could stand up again and strike out. Ahsoka really didn't want to see either Dust nor Jax angry. Jax, Scarlet started. He's right. And Dust, don't try to stand up to him. Scarlet, Jax looked at her. Ahsoka, you take Dust to his room and stay there with him. Scarlet sighed. Ahsoka simply nodded and escorted Dust to his room and stayed with him, as Scarlet requested. Chapter 9
Pathetic.
Camino. When Kraken woke up again, all he saw were the white walls of the cloning facility, and his armor was missing. What? Kraken looked around the room. Where am I? A door to the room he was in opened, and a clone commander stepped in. You're home, 1205, spoke the clone commander. Camino. Kraken blinked. Where else would you be? I could be dead for all I know. This could be the afterlife, Kraken joked. The clone commander simply rolled his eyes at this comment. Go get your equipment. It's in the armory, he said, and walked out. Kraken did as he was told, having little trouble navigating the facilities, though he still had a stinging pain in his chest. His memories were foggy, but he remembered the kid's face clearly, despite how dark the alley was. Tan skin, blonde hair, pointy ears, and dark eyes. A near human female. He sighed and put the girl out of his mind. I'll never see her again, he thought to himself, and I'm fine with that.
Give me another half skeleton lady.
Okay, Chapter 10. This one's short, by the way. Chapter 10 Coruscant. Master Scarlet walked to Dust's
Coruscant.
room and knocked on the door. Dust, she called. We're leaving on a mission. Where to? Dust spoke through the door. Tatooine, Scarlet responded with a smile. All right, Dust sighed, grabbing his gear and writing a note for Ahsoka, who was asleep on the bed.
Why are they sleeping
Silver-haired
together?
Well, she was told to stay with him.
Yeah, good point.
I guess to make sure that Jax didn't get to her or something. Or him.
Hmm.
Mm.
The silver-haired boy stepped out of his room and was escorted by his master to the temple hangar. They got into a YT-2400 light freighter and headed for Tatooine.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, so the YT-2400 is an actual ship.
Yeah, what's weird is
Mm.
that they're very detailed on random shit. Like specifically the lightsabers and the fucking the vehicles and shit. But my question is this: why so detailed? Why not just say, "Hey, it's a fighter"?
I
Well,
I get
because then,
because Star Wars fans are always specific. We like to know
Yeah,
exactly what ship is in what scene.
well,
Um,
it's kind of the same for everything, though, isn't it? Where it's like, oh, they get into a fight. Okay, well, that could actually be important because it could be a
yeah,
really
like
tiny, small fighter, or it could be a really big fighter. You know what
yeah,
I
depends
like
on
mean?
the
there
Like,
image in your head.
there are
or
literally thousands of ships in Star Wars. If you want to write one of these stories and not get fucking roasted, you have to be specific.
I want a bad one now so I can have someone say something stupid like uh got in the pew pew ship or some
Got the
bullshit.
pew pew ship.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it!
Okay,
You're
chapter
around.
11, Tatooine. A young girl with tan skin, blonde hair, dark eyes, and pointed ears sat in a small
An elf.
sat in a small tent outside Mos Eisley. She was 7 years old, though she looked older in the shadows. She had acquired many talents from living on the streets for a good portion of her life. These talents, however, were illicit and mostly illegal. A silver
Hmm.
tongue to get a bit of money from travelers, quick hands to steal from unsuspecting people, swift legs to evade any who would chase her. She never
I don't
liked
like how they're
needing
making it so detailed.
she never liked needing these skills. Her strangest skill, however, was the ability to move objects without touching them. She had only learned she had this ability recently, when she accidentally took a blaster rifle. The clone trooper she stole it from chased her away before she could give it back, though. Then she was cornered by a clone trooper in blue armor with gold patterns on it. He was nice, but she panicked and pulled the trigger, shooting him in the chest and probably killing him. She levitated a canteen of water to her hands, the only water she had been able to get this week. She took a small sip. The water wasn't particularly fresh, having a few particles of sand in it, but it was better than nothing.
Delicious.
My favorite particles sand.
400 light freighter flew overhead, low to the ground, startling the young girl and making her drop the canteen. Any comments, questions, concerns?
I thought my
Generalized.
fucking TV broke. My fucking TV glitched, and I heard nothing for like 13 seconds.
Yeah,
I
I paused.
swore I thought. Yeah, that pause is kind of fucking really good timing to fuck with me, dude.
An
Good.
accident, I assure you. Okay, so comments, questions, concerns.
Yeah, I have a concern.
I'm good.
I'm gonna try and get
How
Is
am
the
I
ashen
supposed
look.
to get more alcohol?
You
what do you
don't.
mean? We're only drinking this tavern dry.
I keep stumbling away from her and having difficulty going up to her.
You don't really have anything
Just
to say
admit,
about the story, though.
Not at the
just
moment.
admit you're an alcoholic.
No.
I am an alcoholic.
Yes.
I
How'd you know?
I will gladly say that I'm an alcoholic, as it is a staple in Australian culture.
Okay, so are you guys liking
I
this
thought it was
one
more
so far?
Scottish.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
yes, it's
actually
good.
fucking into the story. It's pretty good.
What do
Except
you
for the random
think?
moments that
Uh,
lead them
uh,
fucking
I'm
boss
not
killer keep
moaning,
making.
I'm going, hmm. Do you not know what a
what do you
hmm
think,
Well,
Nico?
is?
you're
Is
making
it
it
good?
like a noise.
No, I'm not.
Scarlet
Well,
landed the
bitch,
white.
stop giving me the
Chapter
idea
12.
you are.
Uh, Chapter 12. Scarlet landed the YT-2400 light freighter in the Mos Eisley spaceport. So, what is our mission? Dust asked. We are supposed to assist in the capture of a thief who tried to kill a clone, Scarlet responded, looking at him. Dust simply sighed and went to the boarding room, lowering it and leaving the ship. Scarlet followed soon after he left. Dust, you go scout around the outskirts, Scarlet called. I'll check with the commander. Dust nodded and walked away, pulling the hood of his brown robe over his head. As he looked around the outskirts, Dust noticed a strange presence. That's not right, Dust thought to himself. It appears there's another force sensitive here. He decided to follow the trail that the force had left for, his hand on his lightsaber. The trail led him to a small tent. He looked inside to see a young girl laying on the ground. Hey, he spoke softly. Wake up. The girl looked at him and noticed the Republic symbol on his necklace. She darted out the back of the tent, jumped onto a nearby roof, and ran. Dust chased after her, jumping to the same roof as her, following her as closely as possible, jumping from roof to roof. The girl used the Force to throw baskets and pots at the Jedi following her. She did not want to be arrested. The girl slipped and fell off of a roof. She grabbed onto the side. A squad of clone troopers, being led by Scarlet, noticed her and aimed their blaster rifles, ready to either stun or kill. Stand down, Dust yelled at the clones, grabbing the girl's wrist. I order you to stand down. He pulled the girl to the roof, picked her up, jumped off, and landed in front of Scarlet. She's the girl they're looking for, Scarlet spoke. I don't care. Dust looked up. She's coming with us. What do you mean? Scarlet eyed her apprentice carefully. She has the ability to use the Force, the silver-haired boy said, and started towards the ship with the girl in his arms. She struggled in vain as Dust kept his hold on her. Calm down, kid, he spoke. You're safe with us. The girl shook her head, taking to the Jedi temple on Coruscant. Dust opened the ramp and entered the ship. He could tell that this girl had no family from her situation. At least he could take her somewhere where she'd be taken care of. Scarlet was not far behind. You're making us look bad by doing this, she sighed. I don't care, Dust said, taking the young girl to the crew quarters. And what's making us look bad here? We're taking a fugitive to the Jedi Temple, and for her protection at that. Do you want her to be in a prison? Scarlet didn't respond, only got in the pilot's seat, and prepared the ship for takeoff. Yeah, that's on brand for the Jedi. Let's kidnap a child.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Wait, so hold on. So they found the girl that shot the
Where'd you
guy.
go, Reaper?
Oh fuck! He kicked me for being inactive.
Dumb bitch.
So
Bastard.
can we all just agree the way that code says I don't care is just on point?
I don't care.
Like the thing is, the funny part is, so they found the girl that shot the kid.
That
But
shot
they're
the
taking
clone. Full on fucking soldier. She shot a Republic soldier and pretty much a cop at that point. She
Now,
basically killed a fucking cop.
okay. Now, because the clones are probably about a year old in this story, well,
Yeah, this would
technically,
be.
at least no, they'd be like what 10? At 10 years old? 'Cause it takes 10 years to grow a clone,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
technically, yeah.
So,
Because this is taking place after the Battle of Geonosis. And before episode. Or between episodes 2 and 3.
I still need to watch this damn fucking the movies. I'm so sorry if I don't understand any of this bullshit.
It's fine. This will probably get you to watch the fucking movies.
I'm currently just making my shit pimped out as fuck.
Alright, are we ready for 13?
Yeah, I'm just
Hold
drinking.
on.
Guys, we are actually 11 chapters out from the end.
the
Or
end of the
20,
story.
21 chapters out from the end, sorry.
Ah, there we go.
Chapter 13. Thus spoke to the girl. Okay. Thus
Girl.
spoke to the girl. That's on me. This is actually written
Lame.
properly. Thus spoke
Lame.
to the girl calmly. What is your name? Atria Cora, she stuttered, a bit scared of the Jedi. There's no need to fear me, he sighed. It's either this, or a Republic prison. Atria whimpered quietly. I'm safe though, right? Yes, of course. What happened to your family? Dust looked into her eyes. They were killed by droids. Dust nodded. I'm sorry for your loss. Atria sighed and laid on a bunk. Why would you be? I just am. He started for the door. I'll leave you be. Wait. Atria called after him. Can you stay in here with me? Sure, said the
Don't get any
silver-haired
fucking
Jedi
ideas, Link.
Padawan,
Link, don't get any ideas.
and sat on the bunk across from
Pluto,
hers.
shut the fuck up.
Chapter
I'm just
14.
saying.
Chapter 14. Coruscant. On a lower level of Coruscant, a man wearing black robes and a mask stood in an abandoned warehouse. The bodies of 3 Jedi Knights lay broken and dead at his feet. These Jedi were once his students, but died as nameless fools. The truth is that these Jedi were not his targets, and he had no interest in him. His only objective was his favorite student, the one who tried to kill him. The robed man left the warehouse and disappeared into the crowd. Chapter 15.
Hold on, Code, where are you? I need you to check something real quick. Head to the ship while you're reading the
I'm
book.
heading down. It's weird that we haven't been fucking rated yet.
Until I voted on something else.
Okay, look. Now the thing is, I went for more of a like a color black look. How does it look?
Yeah, it looks
None
pretty
of this
good.
none of this matches by name, like, or by like brand name. Maybe like the Bill Grat, but like nothing like matches by like exact name because I don't like that shit. I don't want to have like an aristocrat boots with an aristocrat hat. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I like my set matching. Okay, chapter
Good point.
15. Chapter 15. Ahsoka eventually woke up and looked around the room for Dust, finding only his note. I'm heading to Tatooine with Scarlet, it read. She sighed and left the room, going to her room. Ahsoka opened her door and entered silently, wondering if Dust was in any trouble. The Sith were back, and they were making themselves known. Dust is with Scarlet. They can handle themselves, she thought, trying not to worry. So, any notes you guys want to make? Any at all at this point?
I feel like that Dusk or whatever his name is might be a future Sith, just the way how he talked to his fucking master, and I'm sorry for that.
He didn't talk
If I'm
to his
just
own master that way. He talked to Ahsoka's current master that way, Jax
yeah,
Merrick.
it just felt like it was
Yeah,
sort of a
Bit of a dick though, so can you
yeah,
blame him?
but I thought that like disobedience was always the first like idea of
He he does seem to be a bit rebellious.
but you know, wasn't Luke
Die,
Skywalker
rebel scum.
like that when he first was a thing?
Yeah, definitely, most certainly was. So was Anakin, and oh, I mean, never mind.
But well,
Anakin's not in the
Anakin
story.
was.
What if Dusk was secretly Anakin all along?
Oh, don't you
Uh,
start that shit. I look.
What?
If I had a whiteboard, or I could pull up Anakin's family tree, and it would actually prove that Rey and Kylo are. Look, at
They're
absolute
family.
best, they're
Cousins.
cousins, right? At
Yep.
worst, they're probably, I don't know, brother and sister,
They're brother and sister.
something like that.
Actually,
Like,
she'd technically be like his. She'd technically be like his aunt.
What's home?
uh,
What's the situation here for the family tree shit?
Okay,
okay,
so
so Palpatine is Anakin's father, right? He used the Force to make Anakin well, to
technically it's two
impregnate
men.
she.
It's two men. It's Plagius
Yeah.
and Palpatine. So
Yeah.
Wait, so Anakin is part Jar Jar?
Oh, shut.
Yeah, no. And
Okay, we're just
three
continuing to chapter
CPO
15.
and
We're
three
just
CPO.
We're just
Wait,
continuing to
code.
chapter 16.
Wait, code.
We're just continuing to chapter 16.
Code.
Go ahead.
Behind you. Behind you.
Scarlet watched her apprentice talk to the young girl. So, where are you from? Atri asked the silver-haired boy. Mandalore, originally. Thus smiled at Atria. What about you? She looked up quickly. Corellia. Then Mandalore, when my dad became a bounty hunter. Then Tatooine. Where is your father? Thus spoke quietly. Killed by Tusken Raiders. She looked back down. Scarlet sighed and went back to the cockpit, not wanting to depress herself. So why were you running from me? I thought you were going to arrest me, she sighed. I saw that you know how to use the Force. She simply nodded. Is that what it's called? Thus smiled and levitated his lightsaber between his hands. Yes, it is. So, what does it do? The Force is a powerful energy, which flows through all living things. Atria watched Dust carefully. She had never been able to hold an object in one place for more than 5 minutes. The silver-haired Padawan disassembled his lightsaber using the Force, as a demonstration of his focus. How did you do that? Atria asked. Through focus and the Force. Dust spoke, putting his lightsaber back together. Will I become a Jedi? I hope you will. Dust smiled. Scarlet landed the ship in the temple's hangar and opened the ramp. They left the ship and walked into the temple, where Jax was waiting for them. Questions, comments, concerns, innuendos, anything.
Code. Code.
I'm ready for the
Code.
innuendos.
Code. Code.
But
Where
Code.
no,
the
Is
fuck are you
cereal a
going?
soup?
nothing is happening. Don't worry,
Link
alright?
is going to the fucking fortress by not fortress swimming. Watch, he's gonna try and swim next to the Ashen Winds. Hey, I could rate the drip with the Ashen Curse.
Alright,
Okay.
so
The Ashen Curse makes it a
disassembling
bit
his
less better.
lightsaber sounds painful. There, I said
Do
it.
what?
The disassembling his lightsaber sounds painful.
God fucking damn it.
Sorry, I couldn't stop myself.
I don't know why, but in the middle of the entire story, I thought of what if they made lightsabers for toothpicks? Like, would it just be a very small little fucking lightsaber
It
with
would be
like very,
painful.
but like
Look,
very
look,
low
look, look, look,
thermal
look.
abilities?
No. Even if you give
Ow.
a person a lightsaber that's weaker than a training saber, it still fucking hurt.
Like, the training sabers, like, zap the shit out of you. Like, they are not
Fucking-
Yeah.
nice to be hit with.
Yeah,
They're
that'll show you
fucking-
to be bad at combat.
Hey,
You
do you have the
fucking
sword?
Flip.
That thing?
Yeah.
Chapter 17.
Like I
The
swear I
bodies
did
of
not try
three
and steal your
Jedi
shit.
Knights. The
Sorry,
bodies of
continue.
three Jedi Knights. Fucking hell. The bodies of. I'm going to stab him in the scrotum.
Stab who? I'm not
I
doing
am
anything.
Double-
the scrotum.
Doubledo.
What did I do?
The bodies of three Jedi Knights were found on a lower level of the planet. Jax glanced at Dust. The Council wants me to put together a team and search for the killer. So what does that have to do with us? Dust sighed. It has nothing to do with you. Jax looked at him. Just your master. What if I want to come? 3 knights were killed. You couldn't handle this mission, but I can. He's right, Dust. Scarlet cut him off. Shouldn't risk your life on this mission. Dust sighed and walked away, with Atria following close behind. What's with the little girl? Jax looked at Scarlet. She's a force sensitive, Scarlet sighed. Dust was walking to his room, where Ahsoka tackled him and pinned him to the ground. I finally got you, she laughed. It's about time, Dust
Shut
smiled.
up.
It only took me 2 tries to pin you, so I assume she's
Hold on.
done this before.
Hold on.
Atria watched the 2 Padawans, a bit confused. She had heard that all Jedi were serious people all of the time. But those expectations were all but broken. I guess even Jedi like to play around sometimes, she thought to herself and smiled. Calm down, Dobledo. Keep it in your fucking pants.
Oh, oh, but not Link, who has done this shit more than me. Okay,
Yes.
then.
Mm.
I'm getting targeted.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
What
Continue.
happened?
Chapter 18.
Alright.
Master Jax had been sent to build a four-man Jedi strike team, starting with Scarlet. Who he chose was his own decision. He had no idea what he would be facing in the lower levels, who he would be chasing, or how dangerous this mission truly was. Though Jax was never one to underestimate an opponent, the next person he needed was a talented Jedi named Nareem Vadika, a former student of Jax's. In the past, Nareem had proven himself to be Jax's equal in lightsaber combat, though he lacked focus in the Force. Jax found Nareem inside the hangar, working on Jedi Interceptor. His dark brown skin covered in oil. The Jedi had two scars on his face, one across the middle of his face, and a vertical one across his right eye. These
Alright,
scars
just
came from
gonna invade him.
these these scars came from a fight with a bounty hunter, which Nareem won with deadly efficiency. There were also dozens of other scars on his body from multiple other battles. Reaper, fix your mic. None of which had lasted very long, as Nareem liked keeping fights as short as possible. Nareem, Jack smiled, I have a mission for you. What would this mission be? Nareem continued to work, not looking at Jax. We have to hunt down someone who managed to kill 3 Jedi Knights. So, a worthy opponent. Nareem smiled as he spoke. They managed to kill 3 Jedi Knights, Jax. You should be
Am I the,
satisfied
am I the
this
one that
opponent.
heard that fucking the gas noise that came out of that child's mouth?
It's fine.
Oh my god.
That shit sound like from Minecraft.
It it could be more than one person. I don't believe it was. From what the medical team reported, they were all killed by the same weapon. A lightsaber. Jack's side. So, a Sith then. Maybe. Yeah. Then I will join you in your hunt. Nareem stood up as he spoke. His gray eyes shone with a light of excitement. Chapter 19. Ahsoka sat in Dust's room, eating fruit again, talking to the silver-haired Jedi.
She
So,
Golfa.
so, she looked up at Dust. You said something about someone killing 3 Jedi. Yeah, in the lower levels. Dust sighed. Maybe we should go take down whoever did this, Ahsoka smiled. Let's leave this to the masters. He laid back on his bed. You sure? She spoke softly, laying beside him. Dust looked over at her, his blue eyes meeting hers. Ahsoka had always secretly taken solace in his eyes, and always felt safe from looking into them. She smiled softly, her arms wrapping around him. Ahsoka, the silver-haired Jedi whispered, I don't think we should go. All right, she nodded. She honestly wanted to go and hunt the Jedi killer, but would stay by Dust instead. Chapter 20. Any comments on the writing here?
Hmm.
For
No.
some reason it keeps like getting weird sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know if that's just my fucking.
It's
Maybe
your
it's because.
imagination.
Yeah,
It's definitely your
it's
imagination.
probably because fucking Link being a bitch and puts that shit in my mind.
I didn't do anything. It's all you.
Oh,
Chapter 20.
bullshit.
Chapter 20. We have 14 left, guys. We're good. Boss, you've got it in you. You have to sit through it because you're part of this crew.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
fucking. Sometimes it gets a bit sus sometimes. Or sounds
Doesn't
sus.
doesn't that make
Grade
me
1,
part of the
Empire
crew,
of Flame.
part of the ship?
What? Yeah. So, chapter 20. You guys ready?
Yes.
Indeed.
Let's do it.
Atria Korra had been taken before the Jedi Council. The decision was to be made. Would she become a Jedi? She's still young, Obi-Wan stated. She may be a powerful Jedi someday. Mace Windu glanced over at Yoda. Hmm, great power anyone may hold. But yeah, but misused that power may be. Yoda watched Atria carefully. What is it you seek, young one? Plo Koon asked, resting his resting his head on his hand. I seek knowledge. Atria's voice shook as she spoke. She seems nervous, Mundi noted. A just cause it is. But corrupt the mind, knowledge can. Yoda smiled slightly. You will face many challenges as a Jedi. Windu leaned back in his seat. Are you ready for that? The young girl nodded. Then become a Jedi you will. Yoda spoke. You're dismissed, youngling. Obi-Wan waved his hand. Atria left the council chamber and started for Dust's room. Why the fuck? Why the fuck am I on fire?
Cause fucking
Not
Link's a
the one that did
bitch.
fire.
No, no. Yeah, but we didn't have any blunder bombs. I blame your ass. Don't fucking that is bucketing my soul. No.
You know,
No.
next time
It's like
after we
coming to
do a
jar,
bad
but
one,
like different.
hey. After we do another bad story time, we should do it on the Flying Dutchman.
We should. Okay, so, chapter 21. As he
Y'all need to
walked
bring me
through.
to more of these. These are funny and fun.
Yeah, chapter 21. As he walked through a dimly lit lower level street, the black ropes concealing his body whipped in the wind, caused by the repulsor lift engines of the vehicles above. He will fall, thought to himself. All Jedi will fall. A hand reached out from the shadows to try to grab the satchel attached to his belt, only to be met with the orange blade of a black hilted lightsaber. The would-be thief's severed hand fell to the ground. Another slash severed the head of the thief, sending the body falling to the ground as well. The black-robed man kicked it out of the way and began walking down an alley, uncaring of the life he took. All Jedi must die, he thought. So says Lapsus. His saber had already claimed many lives. What difference would a few thousand dead Jedi make? They would come and die the same way until he had his revenge.
So
Problem?
we're getting introduced to a villain, correct?
Yeah, Lapsus.
Listen, revenge is not the Jedi way.
Good thing I'm not a Jedi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's bullshit because don't literally all of them try and seek revenge for
No,
something of like some person did?
no.
Wouldn't you be pissed that your fucking, let's just say, father died by a Jedi because false conviction and to want to seek revenge? That's kind of a, you know,
What? That's a regular person.
Yes.
We're talking
What a
about fucking
We're
cunt
we're talking about space wizards here, Toledo.
with
more
their
like
fancy
space
lasers,
warriors.
and I just
More like
stepped in
space
it.
warriors because a fucking
Wizards.
wizard is.
Wizards.
Yeah, because if they were wizards, they would
Alright.
cast spells and shit. But like, you
Like
know,
that's kind of what the Force is, though.
the force is more of a spell itself. But the thing about magic is that magic is in many varieties. Force is just
Well,
push,
yeah,
pull,
magic does
force.
also exist in Star Wars, so.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's
y'all ready for
also a
chapter
trading card game.
Yes, which
Yeah.
I do play now. So, y'all ready for chapter 22?
Yes.
That.
Yeah,
A
let's
bl-
do it.
We're almost done. We're almost done. There are just 10 more.
yeah,
Oh,
12
12
more.
more. Well,
ah.
Chapter 22.
He did
A
say he
blonde
failed
hair.
math.
Yeah. A blonde-haired man with ice blue eyes stood in the temple's library, researching Sith artifacts. Jax approached him, speaking quietly. Ren, I know what you've come here for. Ren cut him off. 3 Jedi have been killed. You're putting together a strike team. The killer is unknown. A Sith is suspected. I accept. Jax looked
So
at
like what? Sorry.
Jax looked at his face, finding nothing but the cold calculation Master Ren Varus was known for. He was insanely skilled in both lightsaber combat and his use of the Force. No, he almost never used his lightsaber. I will. Jax attempted to complete his sentence, but was once again cut off. You will see me soon, Ren spoke, sounding bored. Let's hope this hunt isn't another boring task, which only ends with me destroying only a few battle droids. Chapter 23. Jax left the
Stop it.
library,
Sorry.
frustrated and confused. Does he not even respect me enough to let me speak? He thought. I don't think anybody respects his ass.
I think he's just a
Damn.
character that gets bullied the whole time. His whole purpose.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. Which character? Which
Just-
character is this?
Jax, the dickhead master.
Does nobody realize what the story is effectively said about code?
Dude, what?
Does nobody respect me enough to let me speak?
Yeah, that's how I feel every time we do
God
one of these.
damn it! It all
I like-
comes together. It all comes together to code. He's like the fucking Omega. It just everything comes over to that bitch.
How is it spelled?
Hmm.
Probably
OMGA.
CUMs at this point. Alright, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yes.
Master Varus had never been known to smile. Not even as a youngling. He was the cousin of Jax's former master, though there was no real resemblance between the two except their eyes. His master's eyes had been ice blue before he fell to the dark side. In many ways, though, Jax was reminded of his master by this man, though Varus was much younger. I'm drinking his soul.
Bring his essence. Take his essence. Bring it for the sacrifice.
Sexual connotation.
God fucking damn it. Wait, so does that mean that y'all... Wait, hold on. What did I mean?
Flag on the play. Unintentional sexual connotation.
God damn it.
Okay, I'll fix it by sacrificing myself. Hold on.
Chapter 24.
Sacrifice to be
ran-
sacrificed.
Remember that last chapter?
What?
Does nobody even respect me enough to let me speak?
You're right.
Chapter 24.
Capping me.
Motherfuckers.
It all comes back to code.
It all comes back to me.
Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'll mute my mic. I'll mute my mic.
Chapter 24.
What's funnier
Would
than
anyone like to
24?
interrupt me now? There it is.
Yes, I would.
You know what's funnier than
Just
24?
because you fucking said it, yes. Okay, quick question. Rate the sword.
25.
Rate the sword.
10.
Good choice. Good answer.
Okay, guys. Keep it together now. We are 10 chapters out from the ending. You got this. We fucking got this. Chapter 24. Atria ran into Dust's room to tell him the news. That she would begin her training to become a Jedi. What she saw when she entered was Ahsoka, sleeping in Dust's arms. I thought Jedi weren't allowed to have any close bonds, she thought. Her doubts growing about just how many Jedi actually followed that rule. Anakin.
Obi-Wan.
Wait,
Dust
hold on. I'm
jump.
just saying. Wait, hold on.
Obi-Wan.
I'm just saying this right now. So, Jedi's can't. Is this some Spartan bullshit?
No,
Yeah, pretty much.
they're not
Can they-
allowed to have.
Can't have close bonds. Are you saying they literally I'm talking every fucking
Did you
Jedi
realize
is
Star
a
Wars came out before Halo, right? So technically Halo took it from Star Wars.
wrong type of Spartans.
What Spartans are you on about then?
The
The
real
three,
ones.
fucking
like the
Greek
300
ones.
style.
The Greek ones, you fucking dumbass.
Oh, that one's yeah.
Or
Mhm.
Roman ones, I don't know.
Greek.
Greek.
But are you telling me that Obi-Wan died a virgin?
No,
No.
no,
Possibly.
no,
No.
no. He did not. He
Uh,
banged. He banged. Duchess Satine.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Okay, well then
ruler of
listen.
Mandalore.
And more than likely has a child.
Yeah.
And probably see what's funny is that thing I hate about fucking like Star Wars and shit. It's like, oh, this man is a great one with he's a great master with all the Force and he's the greatest with the lightsabers
The
and
whole
shit.
I
There's
see
no
point
a
of the
sleep.
prequels, dude, is that the Jedi are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. That's the whole point.
there's
Mhm.
nothing beating this. There's
And
nothing beating this
politics.
master and immediately
Hey
fucking
guys,
dies
I
in
see a
5
sleep.
seconds.
Okay, can we continue?
Indeed, but
I see a
worry
sleep
about
to
the
our right.
sleep. You
Dust
killing
jumped a
him?
bit. Dust
You
jumped a
worrying
bit.
about him? Right.
Motherfucker! I'm going to stab him. Dust jumped a bit, afraid that a master had come in, calming down only after he saw Atria and knew she was alone. What is it, Cora? He spoke softly. I'm going to become a Jedi, just like you. Atria smiled. That's great. You'll be an amazing Jedi. I know it. You really think so? The young girl blushed. I do. Now I think you should go and start practicing. All right. With that, Atria left the room. Oh, oh. Who said that Anakin wasn't showing up?
Ow,
That's
ow, ow. Hold on, ow, ow. Sorry, I accidentally turned my fucking headset volume all the way up. Holy shit, that hurt my fucking ears. I swear that might be me.
Chapter 25. An 18-year-old boy with light brown hair, blue eyes, and fair skin walked down a hall in the Jedi Temple, sighing as his Padawan braid swayed beside his face, annoyed by his master. The boy, lost in thought, was not looking where he was going. As a result, he ran into Atria Cora, who had come running down the hall, knocking her to the ground. Are you okay? He sighed, picking her up. Yeah, Atria looked up at his face. You should really watch where you're going. So should you. He smiled down at the girl. Is
Damn.
something wrong? Atria noticed the obvious frustration in his eyes. My master doesn't rate. My master doesn't think I'm ready to be a Jedi Knight. He never trusts my judgments. He sighed as he
The
spoke.
irony.
As
The
he spoke,
irony. The
and
irony.
he's and he says I'm too reckless.
The
Well, I think
irony
that
to that. The irony to that statement is very big, knowing
what do you mean?
what happens to Anakin in the future. The irony.
I know, right?
Kind of reckless, yeah, but he kind of killed like everyone, and also your fucking like somewhat like not cousin, like nephew. I don't
Something
fucking
like that.
remember.
Grandson,
Yeah,
grandson.
grandson starts dating your granddaughter. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Can we just continue, guys?
yeah. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, sorry.
Well, I think that last one applies to both of us. Atreus smiled. Yeah, the boy laughed a bit. I guess it does. I'm Atriacora. What's your name? Anakin Skywalker. It's nice to meet you. Atreus smiled. You too. Now, may I ask where you're in such a hurry to get to? I'm going to the training hall. Oh, Anakin spoke. I'll take you there if you want. Atria nodded eagerly, and Anakin led her to her destination, both smiling, talking, and laughing the entire way. Chapter
You're just
26.
so you're just
Yeah,
waiting for them to
I
speak.
was just waiting on you guys
My
to calm
bad,
the
sorry.
fuck down, even though you said nothing.
Listen.
Chapter
It's
Yep,
fine.
there it is. Chapter 26 Camino. Kraken walked through the halls of the cloning facility carrying a blaster rifle. He had been assigned to guard duty. Second time's the charm, I guess. Um, well, at least not on Tatooine anymore, he spoke to himself. He had forgotten how much he actually liked, or actually disliked, being in the facility, and now longed to be free from it again, though still be on a water world. Dak would be nice. He again spoke, to no one but himself. He wasn't just a clone trooper, he was a commando. An elite trooper to be deployed on special missions. Or, in his case, sent to patrol city streets and get shot by a kid. He
Listen.
sighed.
Oh.
He deserved it.
He sighed, looking at his reflection in a window, imagining a larger life, with more than just war and death. Even in his dreams, he knew that this life would be all he ever knew. He would fight and die like all of the rest for the Republic. Chapter 20, Chapter 27, Coruscant. Scarlet stood in her room, staring into a mirror. Her thoughts raced as she examined her body. She had a very fortunate build. She levitated a holocron. Motherfucker, shut up.
Bro, look, it's me. It's me. I don't even have to do. Look, she's doing my work.
She levitated a holocron into the palm of her hand and activated it using the Force. An image of her younger self appeared from the cube. A hologram of her and her master training together in the temple. She had been a stubborn child, always arguing with her master, never agreeing with him on any subject, even if he was right. Master Varix was only ever wrong about one thing. Her thoughts echoed through her mind. The Jedi Order is not evil. She vividly remembered his black hair, near orange tan skin, dark eyes, and aggressive fighting style. He always used a yellow lightsaber with a black hilt. He betrayed the Order and left, killing 5 Jedi. As he flew off in a starfighter, Jax pursued him and shot him down,
Whoa,
killing
hold
him.
on. What kind of starfighter?
Nobody knows.
It's
Oh.
a pew pew ship.
Yeah, it's the Pew Pew ship.
First
Scarlet
kind of
had
shipping
seen.
around, bitch.
Yeah, Scarlet had seen the wreckage herself and was nearly brought to tears. It was too dangerous to be left alive, she whispered to herself, a tear rolling down her cheek. Chapter 28. By the time Ahsoka had woken up, Dust was again asleep. She wished she could talk to him. Her master had been so busy putting together a strike team, she hadn't been able to train with him. The young Torguden Padawan stared down at Dust's face, wishing he would wake up. Ahsoka looked at Dust's lips and slowly leaned forward. She smiled slightly. What would it be like to kiss him? She wondered. Just this once. No one would ever know.
Wait, hold on. So,
The
like,
very,
nothing's going on in the story that's, like, really important right now.
the very thought of kissing the boy made her blush. She
So,
cared about
fucking
him.
what?
There
You
it
aren't
is.
listening. She cared about him. She hid her feelings, not wanting a master to find out and separate them. She slowly leaned closer, placing her hand on his shoulder. As she got close to her face, she quickly pulled back, her heart racing. I can't, whispered. I can't. Oh my god, I'm fucking worn. Okay, I can't do
What?
it, she whispered. I just can't. 29. A beautiful woman sat in a chair in a luxurious apartment overlooking the city. Her shoulder-length brown hair and light skin glimmering in the light.
Who the fuck
She
is
smiled
this?
softly, enjoying the view. As hard as the life of a senator could be, it certainly had its perks. At about this time, Anakin decided it might be a good idea to surprise her. The Jedi jumped down onto the railing of the balcony, nearly making the senator scream. Padme, Anakin smiled. I'm here. I can tell, Padme laughed. As Anakin began to step off the railing, his foot got caught, and he face planted into the balcony. Padme giggled softly and pulled him to his feet. Anakin smiled widely at his lover, and she kissed him deeply.
The irony.
The irony. Guys, the fuck do you guys
Hey,
find treasure?
Hey, boss. Guess what my
Doesn't
phone
she
just
fuck?
said?
No, Joe. Doesn't he kill her?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Your phone just said, "Sorry guys, I was playing 8 Ball Pool."
Yeah.
You know, you can you can use
Yeah,
that.
damn.
You can
Hello.
take the audio from this stream, and you can use it.
Where the fuck is Dust and Ahsoka doing at this time? Or are they just dead at this point?
They were literally the focus of the last chapter, you
Yeah, the
dumbass.
last
Oh
chapter, they were
shit!
literally, she was debating on if she wanted to French him while he's sleeping. As you know.
Wasn't Ahsoka?
A
Rachel
sucker.
Moore just left your trailer.
A sucker.
I don't fucking know her name. Holy shit! It's not my fault.
Motherfucker! She's like the best character in Star Wars. Shut up. She is like the best character in Star Wars.
Oh my
Okay, can I
god.
How do
continue
you
now,
not know
guys?
her name?
Indeed, you can.
Chapter 30. Scarlet, Jax, Rin, and Nareem met in the hangar of the Jedi Temple, all ready to face a dangerous opponent. Wait, Scarlet spoke. I want my apprentice to come. Scarlet, Jax sighed. He is a Jedi Padawan. Rin cut Jax off. Is he not? If the boy wishes to become stronger, he must face stronger opponents. He's right, you know, Nareem smiled. Isn't that how you became who you are, Jax? It is, Jax growled. But then it's settled. Rin cut in yet again. Scarlet, bring your Padawan. Scarlet ran off in the direction of Dust's room, throwing open the door when she reached it. Dust, she said, shaking the silver-haired boy, and ignoring the fact that Ahsoka was in the room. Wake up. We have to go. Okay. All right. Dust groaned. I'm up. Good, she smiled, and dragged him out of his bed. Now get dressed and grab your lightsaber. As soon as he was dressed and armed, he was escorted to the hangar, where the others and the YT-2400 light freighter waited. As everyone climbed the entrance ramp, Dust looked behind him to see Ahsoka in the hangar entrance, watching him. He quickly ran over to her and grabbed her, pulling the young Torgrutin into a tight hug, and returned to the ramp with a smile on his face. As the light freighter took off, Ahsoka realized where the group was going. The fact that they were hunting a Jedi killer, setting in on her mind. He could die. The thought weighed on her mind heavily. He could die, and I'd never know. Chapter 31. The plan was falling
Sorry.
into place. He had seen the ship as it entered, and made it quite obviously where he had hidden. As obvious as a trail of corpses could be, anyway. He stood in an abandoned warehouse, surrounded by boxes and machinery. A smile crossed his lips under the mask. Soon, his revenge would be complete. Chapter 32. Chapter 32.
And
The
he
Five
is still
Jedi.
14, right? He is still 14
Yes.
at this time. So
Yes.
therefore, but they have killed like many
Child
children.
murder.
The fuck
They,
is.
they have killed many children in Star Wars, so I mean,
Yes.
like
Chapter 30.
Padawan's,
I'm
everyone.
going to. I'm going to punch him. Chapter 32. The five Jedi followed the trail of bodies to the warehouse where he waited. As Jax opened the door, he spotted the Jedi killer on a platform high above the floor inside the abandoned building. The killer ripped off his robes and mask, completely exposing the half-burnt orange-tanned skin of his upper body.
Hold
Darth
on.
Maul. Darth
Hold
Maul.
on.
Darth Maul. It's Darth
He's
Maul, my
naked.
goodness, Darth Maul.
He's naked. He's naked.
he,
Sorry.
he still has pants on. He
Doubt.
still has pants on.
Doubt.
Stop getting aroused by the fucking half-burnt man.
Sorry,
He's pulling
He's
his
it's getting
half
cock out.
very,
He's pulling his
getting
cock
very
out.
steamy in here.
The killer. Okay. His yellow. His yellow eyes, the left one burnt almost shut, and black hair. In that moment, all of their fears came true. Master Varix, Jack stuttered. How are you alive? I killed you myself. Or so you thought. And I'm no longer known as Varix. He smiled, drawing his black hilted lightsaber. You may call me Lapsus. All five of the
Lapsus.
Jedi charged forward, lightsabers igniting. Lapsus sent all but one flying back with a force push. Jax Dust picked himself up off of the floor and again charged forward, his green lightsaber burning bright in the dark room. Wait, Dust! Jax called, but his pleas fell upon deaf ears. As Dust jumped to the platform, Lapsus ignited his lightsaber. As Jax began to run forward, Ren stopped him. You must let him fight, Mr. Jax. The blonde-haired Jedi spoke. They could only watch as showers of sparks and light erupted around the two. Dust unleashed a flurry of strikes with blinding speed, only to be blocked by Lapsus and knocked back. He again charged forward and began his assault, forcing Lapsus to block all of his strikes. As Dust attacked one final time, Lapsus swung his blade, cutting off the emitter of the young Jedi's saber. Lapsus smiled and nicked the boy's right shoulder, or right side and left shoulder, causing the struck areas to go numb. Dust threw a punch with his right arm, only to have it caught by Lapsus and to be impaled through the solar plexus. He then threw the boy down to the ground with force. Dust's vision darkened, and everything went cold as Scarlet crouched over his body and held her hands to his lips. Anything?
Uh,
I
hamana,
swear at one
brain
point,
damage.
remember where Lapis, where it's just Lapis ignites his lightsaber as the kid runs forward? I swear that was literally just a hint that, oh shit, he's going to die.
I mean, he literally just got stabbed right below the fucking rib cage. Chapter
Yeah.
33. Jax jumped up to the platform and ignited his dark blue saber. Run! He yelled down to the others. Get him out of here. I can take him. The remaining Jedi looked at each other and nodded. They then retreated from the building and back to the ship. Lapsus was ready for Jax. Swinging wildly, he forced Jax on the defensive. I didn't want to kill him, you know, Lapsus laughed, still attacking. I only wanted you. You're lying, Jax
That's
growled,
scary.
being pushed back. No, I'm not. I was going to finish the rest of the Jedi at the temple after I killed you, but not the children. Lapsus smiled as he spoke, still
And then there's
striking.
Ahsoka just sitting there like, what the fuck about me, bro?
Lapsus
Because
smiled as he spoke, still striking. Why spare them if you want to kill the Jedi? To build an army. Lapsus's attacks were stopped briefly by a force push from Jax, who had so far managed to block every strike. This time, when Jax would start the attack, moving quickly, he aimed for his former master's neck, only to be stopped by Lapsus's left hand. He had used the force to stop Jax's lightsaber. Lapsus struck Jax's left knee, causing his leg to go completely numb and searing pain to spread through the limb. The Jedi grabbed his former master with the force and began to choke him, but was stopped by a volley of
Oh my.
lightning unleashed from the hand of Lapsus, throwing Jax from the platform. He landed on the ground, almost unable to move from the pain, and
probably.
Lapsus followed, jumping from the platform as he planned to impale his former apprentice, but failed as the Jedi Master rolled out of the way. Jax attempted to step, Jab, Jax attempted to stab the fallen master, but was pushed back by the force. He again charged at his former master, only to be grabbed and thrown into a stack of metal crates. He threw a group of boxes at Lapsus, which were only cut in half before they could reach their target. After cutting the boxes in half, Lapsus deactivated his lightsaber. Jax charged forward, ready to strike, but was cut in half. Lapsus had reactivated his lightsaber and sliced through him before Jax could even react. I didn't even see him, was Jax's final thought. Lapsus again
What?
deactivated his saber and left the warehouse laughing. He then noticed that the ship was gone. They've run. They're such cowards, just like the rest. Lapsus spoke to himself as he walked away. He pulled a detonator off of his belt and pressed the button, causing fire bombs hidden inside the warehouse to explode, allowing flames to devour everything. Chapter 30.
Is this the last one or?
This is it.
All right.
Dust.
Wait, so hold up. So Drax and Dust are fucking dead. Like they're just dead.
Chapter 34. Dust laid in a bed in the medical wing of the temple. Scarlet, Atria, and Ahsoka stood around his bed. Master Scarlet, Atria spoke. Will you wake up? It's been 2 weeks. Scarlet sighed. Ahsoka began to cry, tears rolling down her cheeks from her blue eyes. I think we need to give her some time alone, Atria said, watching the Torgut and Padawan. Yes, I believe we do, Scarlet said while leading Atria from the room and down the hall. As Ahsoka laid her head on Dust's chest, the silver-haired Padawan opened his eyes and touched the young girl's head tails. Ahsoka, he spoke softly. Is that you? Dust? She stuttered. I'm here. I'm okay. She quickly looked up at his face and blushed before leaning forward and kissing his lips. Ahsoka. The boy blushed as he spoke. Don't you ever do this again. She smiled through her tears. How long has it been? He looked into her eyes. 2 weeks, and I never left your side. Dust smiled at that, unsure of what to say. So he kissed her and tried to stand, only to fall back to the bed. Scarlet may have healed you, Ahsoka sighed, but you're still too weak to stand. The silver-haired Padawan nodded as Ren walked into the room with Yoda. How is he? Ren started. Oh, he's awake. Perfect. We have good news. The Jedi Knight you will be. Yoda smiled. A rarity for the old master. You passed all the trials in that fight with Lapsus, Ren nodded. And soon, and as soon as you're on your feet again, you can start training again. Ahsoka smiled at Dust and pulled him into a tight hug. You win, she whispered into his ear. You beat me. Dust looked at Ren in confusion as he was handed both the remains of his lightsaber and Jax's, one with the forces. Or one with mm, mm,
One with the
mm,
Force.
one with a force now. Jax is. Yoda sighed. Take his lightsaber. You will. The silver-haired Jedi nodded and took the two lightsabers. I will build a new lightsaber and defeat Lapsus. Dust sighed. That's what we want to hear, Ren spoke as he and Yoda left the room. As soon as they were gone and out of the hall, Dust sighed. It would take 2 years for Dust to return to battle. In that time, he built a new lightsaber and trained only under the harshest conditions. Link, boss, you there?
Is
Yeah,
that
we're
it?
here.
Yes,
What about
That's
Reaper?
it.
that's it.
Alright.
Reaper.
Would y'all
I would say that's a pretty good
like to know
damn
the
read.
biggest twist about all of this?
Hmm.
What?
I'm listening.
Deblito was fucking right.
What?
What?
It all links back to me, you motherfuckers. I wrote this shit.
Holy shit!
Shit.
Aw, shit. Really?
Yes, I did, Deblito. Y'all want
Is
the
it,
That's
proof?
right.
is it still
Hold
going?
on.
Is
Hold
it
on.
still
Is
going?
this called? Hold on. Is the name of the story called For a Friend?
The other. No, Rise of a Jedi.
Nah.
Boss,
Oh yeah,
you're
just like
confirming it.
every
Hold
just like
on.
every
Hold on.
fucking
I'll pull it
story.
up in a mini.
Just like every fucking story. Rise of the
Ah.
Jedi. There's always a fucking rise of a Jedi. No one switches up. Maybe the fall of a Jedi. Maybe the becoming of a Jedi. It's always
Listen.
the rise. What is with people rising
Come.
and shit?
Listen,
Come.
they're rising in their pants.
Code, you made me sit here for a fucking good old long while to listen to a fanfic you fucking wrote for
You're
Listen,
this
damn
special.
right.
Deblito. Deblito.
How about you just bring your phone in here?
The sad part is I actually thought it was good.
Oh, fine. You have to do your own.
That's because I'm actually a competent fucking writer.
Unlike me, I can't write shit. Maybe I'm
We
good
know.
at design, but not at, you know, books and shit, because I don't read.
We
Fuck
Boo.
know.
reading.
You
We know.
suck.
I'm good at only one thing, and that is finding out game designs and shit like that. That is the only fucking thing I'm good at. Or
So
like
how you
story
guys like it?
designs.
Wait, so you're
Going
good
good.
at
Good.
less
I
things than
like
Is
the
that the end,
God
or is
of
there going to be
Thunder?
That
more
was
to it?
that was the end of this book.
Okay, code. God damn it.